Alrighty, bbay40 here with another doors update video. This time, you see behind that locker right there? There's a hidden passage behind that locker, right on the left. I'll show you here in a second. So when you reach this room, I think this is about door 60, thereabouts. Usually this is room door 60, and then 61's in here. You have to go down here. 61 has these double dungeons, I call them. They're on the left and right basements. You got to go in and find the lever to open the gate. And if you wait about a minute, I think it's about 45 seconds. You wait about 45 seconds and it'll glow like it is right now. You have the guiding light. We'll show you where it is. Now we're going to go back here because I'm going into these back rooms. Right behind this locker here is a broken hole in the wall. You just follow the trail through here and you come out into another room. And if you have a couple lockpicks and that skeleton key, you can access the back rooms. This is really an old version of Doors, and they said this is what inspired the game of Doors, this original game here that we're going to go into. And he's got the skeleton key. My friend Wolfbone's here. He's going to open it up, and we're going to go check it out. Neither one of us knew what to expect when we get in here, so you got to hold E to open up that door. And here's what happens. You end up, you just click on the continue run, and you can keep going into this new passage, this whole new section. And this section has, as I read, it has 1,000 doors. If you can make it all the way to the end, you can get a badge. And for what else I read, at door 200, you can exit. If you don't want to keep going, you can get out of this at door 200 if you make it that far. Now, there's a flashlight over here on the left, and I highly recommend that you grab that flashlight, because the further you go, like you get to about door 100, it's like dark from there on. Now I turn up my brightness. You can see it looks pretty bright right now. I turn up my brightness on my monitor on my PC so I can see better. I do this all the time when I play Doors because Doors is generally pretty dark. So I recommend that. Turn up your PC brightness so you can see better in the dark here. So we're just going to roam around and explore, and it's pretty much, you know, you get a lot of the same rooms over and over and over again. You'll see them quite a few times here. And you can collect coins, and if you did get the flashlight, you'll see batteries laying around here and there too. They'll be on the floor or maybe on a shelf or a table. And you do have lockers. And you have to use these lockers just like the regular Doors game. You have different entities or monsters in here that'll attack you. There's the A60 that is red. He's like a red ambush or red rush. He comes through and it'll attack you. Now there are some warning signs, and there's another monster that's killed me and Wolfbone's here, and it killed another friend of mine that came in here with me. I ran this here with Wolfbone's to about door 60. We both got killed. This is our first time in here. Wasn't sure what to expect, but I went back in here with another friend. I made it to about 160. I think he went down about 120 or so. But anyway, I'll show that. I'll continue after I die for this first one. I'll continue on with the second one to show you more of this these back rooms here. So, this detour, as it said. And like I said, as you go through, just look for coins laying on different things, laying on shelves, so laying on the floor, on tables or whatever. You can just look around for the coins. I've even seen them on top of that trash can before. So you see it in the corner. That's the most common place to find coins, is laying in the corners. Now the good lockers are always dark, the darker color like you just saw there. There's some rooms you go into with a whole bunch of lockers, and you'll see some lighter colored ones that are broken. You can't get into them. You have to go with the dark colored lockers if you have to hide for protection from one of the entities coming after you. Now there's one in here that, the one that's actually responsible for killing all of us, that I don't know how to recognize when it's going to show up. I didn't notice any clues that would warn me that it's coming. And he'll hit you for 90% of your health the first time he hits you. And I think I read, I'm holding a cross right now, but I think I read later that the cross won't work in here. Is what I was told, or what I read. You see the different color lockers? The light gray ones are broken. They don't work. So you go collect some more coins and run around. So again, grab a flashlight. If you want to go on in this challenge here, as far as you can, you're going to need a flashlight. It'll just help a lot. And there's always a lot of batteries laying around on the floor or on the table, so you'll always find enough batteries to keep you going, because the rooms will start getting really dark. And I have my brightness turned up quite a bit. And I think if I had normal, settings on my contrast and brightness, and you would notice it getting dark already. But I like I said, I like to turn up my brightness at least as much as I can tolerate it, so I can see better in the dark when I play the game. Yeah, I don't know what the clues are about the different people's names. There was a Saul, a Jasper, a Daniel, a Thump. Don't know. No clue what they stand for, or if they're going to use those names anywhere down the line here. This is both our first times in here, so we didn't know what to expect. So yeah, there's another entity that's a lot. He kind of floats around like a ghost, which might be the A90. He comes up to your locker and looks inside. He'll wander off and he'll come back and check your locker again. So he's someone that he's a little scarier than the others because he comes right up. You'll see it later on if you wanted to scroll ahead. I think to about the 16-minute mark, you'll be able to see this other entity that kind of floats up to your locker. And all you see is this like colored eyebrows and smile. You don't see much else of him. You just see him kind of looking in the locker at you. Yeah, Jasper. I don't know if these maybe were the names of the original creators or something. I have no idea. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. So I'm going to actually post in the comments below when I post this on YouTube. I'm going to put the information that I got from Elsplash in their Discord server. Somebody in there posted all the information on this detour, these backdoor backrooms. So you can read it. You can read it when I post it below when you check it out, and you read it'll give you some good tips about the game, this section here, and what to look for. A little description of the different entities. There's a A60 was the red one. There's a A90 and A120 is what I read. And they could randomly appear, even come together sometimes. So you got to be careful. They come from the front or the back. They could either sneak up behind you or hit you from in front of you. You just got to be listening very carefully to see if any noises you could pick up that might warn you that he's coming. And we're not going to see him till about door 60. But you'll notice as you go through, it'll be a lot of these rooms just keep repeating. It's the same. You see the same rooms over and over and over, which is kind of similar to the Doors game now. And when you play Doors now, you do see a lot of the same rooms might respawn multiple times during a run, especially like the long corridor where a seek comes out of the ground. You see that room quite often in the game, multiple times. So we didn't notice anything along the way that you can grab other than the coins and batteries. Nothing else lit up with an E. Whenever something is active, like the lockers or something, your E will show up where you can hit E on the computer and it'll let you in, or it'll let you pick something up. In this case, all I had to do is put my little white dot, my little pointer in the middle there. Usually just put that on the coins or on a battery. Actually, batteries I had to hit the E key, but the coins, you just point the pointer at the coins and it'll grab them and scoop them up for you. You don't have to hit E for the coins. That's the same in the regular game too. So we're getting up to 49. We're getting close to where we're going to hit the first entities that are going to take us out here in the first run. Because we just didn't know what to expect. I still don't. Like I said, there's another one that pops up almost like a jack. He just all of a sudden just pops out of nowhere and he hits you for 90% of your health. And I didn't catch any warning that he was going to show up. There was no sound, no lights flickering. There was just nothing to indicate that he was about to come and hit you. It's just weird. I gotta watch the video that I made and turn up the volume and watch it in more detail, see if I can figure out what the clue is, so I know when he's gonna show up again. I don't know if I'm actually gonna go back in here, unless another friend wants to go in here and check it out. I'll go in with them, but I really don't have much of a desire to run 1,000 doors in this this particular back rooms here, this old version of doors. I want to try to master the new update, like I did the old original doors. The new update is definitely a lot tougher than the original. Especially the ending is. I think I can master the dock rooms. You have to go through like 6 or 7 different dock rooms with the trap on for your feet. You can step on this trap with the roots will poke up through the ground, stab your feet, and keeps rushing through. He's the most difficult part of getting through those dock rooms is rush. He just keeps coming randomly. There's no warning. Oops, see, there it is there. He hit me for 90% of my health. I had no idea what that was. And here, see, I'm in the locker, but I still died. I didn't understand that one. So that whatever that was that hit me first comes usually before the A90 entity that you saw run by there. So we both got killed there. So now I'm running again with another friend here. And we get a lot further. We both make up. I'm going to skip a lot of sections here, so it won't take so long and kind of be so boring. So, and we're both still trying to figure things out. But in this time, I made it like an extra 100 doors. I made it like door 162 or something. So I heard something. So I'm just hopping in the locker. Yeah, something's coming. There he is. So it didn't have that like jack warning at first. Nothing hit me first. Just all of a sudden, it was A60 rushing by. I heard the noise. I heard the sound off in the distance. I heard a little bit of sound of him coming. So I knew to hide, and I warned my friend here. Although I think he probably heard him too anyway. But I think the red one, I think, is the A60. So we're going to continue on. I'm going to skip, like I said, I'm going to skip a lot of doors and jump ahead to show you the different entities that attack us, that we hide from. So we're going to have another one here shortly. So I'm going to skip from 70. I'm going to jump ahead quite a bit here. Up to door 84. We're going to have another attack here in the next room, I think. We've got a couple lockers here. We're listening, just making sure, see what's going to be coming. Something is coming. Yep, see, there was that flash. There was something that indicated at that time, but I didn't catch it the first time. And he didn't catch it either. He took some damage from that one. He didn't catch the warning. So he got hit. He's confused, like I was confused on the first time I ran in here. There was like no warning at all. It just didn't pick up on anything. So I guess if you do hear in the distance, if you do hear A60 coming, hop in the locker as soon as you can. There doesn't seem to be a timer on being inside the locker. There's no hide that'll kick you out. So just be safe and just hop in the locker as soon as you hear anything. And I think you'll have much better results in getting through these doors and surviving longer if you just play it cautious and just keep hopping in lockers whenever you think anything's coming. So, yeah, we were up to like door 100 now. It's like, when's this going to end? I didn't realize until I went back today and I read the information that I found that it actually goes to door 1000. And I can imagine that would just like take all day. Oh, see, that one hit me that time. I did not catch any warning, and he got me. So I'm just going to go get in a locker because I figured, yep, here comes A60 right after him. I just don't know how to figure out. See, he got my friend too. He took him out this time because he hit him for the second time. So he went down here. But I wanted to keep going just to see what else was going to happen in the game. I just said, I just tell him, you know, I'm probably not going to live long, but I'm just going to keep going and see how far I make it. Because there's like no warning. At least I didn't catch the warning that time. So I guess if you hear any kind of sound stirring in the background, you got to jump in the locker as soon as you can and just wait and see what it might be, just to be safe. So, you know, just tell them I'm probably going to die soon, so I'm just going to run ahead and see how far I go. So I got like another 6.5 minutes here of video to show you if you want to keep watching. I mean, I'm going to show you the entity that, like I said, he just looks like a smile. So that time I caught him. I caught him in advance. And I think A60 might come by again. Yep, there he goes. So he always precedes A60, whatever that is. So yeah, I'm going to show you the other one I was telling you about. It's just like a couple of eyebrows and a smile, and just floats up in front of your locker and looks in through the vents, you know. It's kind of funny. I think he comes here. Let's see. Yep, there he is. Yep. He just kind of floats around. He'll come back and check inside the locker again. Now, my friend was spectating, and he could see a lot more than I can. And I was curious to see what he was seeing. Black and white smiley face, yeah. He can like see it coming and going and see what kind of form it has. All I saw was just that looked like eyebrows and a smile to me. So I'm going to show him again. I'm going to hop in the lockers. I thought I heard something. Yeah, here he comes. See him? He's going to come back. He's going to look in through the vents again. Check me out. There he goes. He kind of keeps coming back. You have to stay in the locker until you're sure you don't hear any other noise. And that's what the instructions say. Just stay put in the locker until you're sure there's no more noise and he's not around anywhere. Because sometimes they keep coming back multiple times. Now I'm not going down in any of these little pits anymore. I just want to keep going, just get through the doors. Because I really don't think there's anything down there except maybe a couple coins or a battery. And there's plenty of batteries laying around here and there. You'll see me pick them up here. Well, actually, I cut a lot of it out where I pick up batteries. But my flashlight never ran dry. So I managed to get in the locker again that time in advance. So that little jack thing comes before any of the entities, it seems. He just kind of shows up prior to the other guys coming. And if you don't hop in the locker soon enough, he'll get you. So you got to really pay attention to sounds. And a lot of times, I think what got me is I didn't hear the sounds because the door was opening. And you hear that creaky, cranky sound of squeaking hinges of the doors. And it kind of muffled the sound of the entity that was coming. Let's see where I am now, 132. I think I make it to like 162. No, 149. It's going to be another entity coming. I'm going to hide again here. Here in the next door or two. 151. So I made it past 150. If I can just make it to 200, I'll be able to escape this if I want to and go back to the regular game, I believe. At least that's what I read. Yeah, something's coming again. Does the A60 look like? So only make it to about 162, I think it was. So, anyway, I hope you like this little preview of these back rooms, this detour that you can take and where to find it. It's it'll give you something else that could be fun to do in the game. And if you can make it to 200, I think you can hop back into the regular game from there if you manage to make it to 200 and find the exit door. They said the exit door should be obvious, and they show up fairly frequently after door 200, so you can get out of this anytime you want to after door 200. But I didn't quite make it that far. Maybe next time. I might try it again sometime. Like I said, I want to master the regular game first. The old version, the original version, I was able to complete. Oh, see, just That time he didn't cause any damage. That was kind of weird. I don't know what that was. So yeah, I was able to get to the old game, like, and make it to the end, like half the time I'd play. Anywhere from a third to a half of the time I'd complete the game all the way to the end. I collected almost 72,000 doorknobs. I played it so many times and made it to the end so many times. But this new one, I made it to door 100 3 times, but I only survived and escaped 1 time. The game you have to play with the circuit breakers at the end is much, much more difficult now. Very difficult. You still have to do it 3 times. You have to trip the breakers 3 times. The first 2 are very easy. They slowed it down so anybody can do the first 2 times. But the 3rd time you have to do it, it's fast. I think it's maybe even faster than the original. Oh, see here? He just showed up again. He got me. Yeah, the 3rd time is really fast, tripping those circuit breakers. And it doesn't give you a lot of time because it goes so quick. And then they don't give you the last number. You have to guess what the last circuit breaker is that you're supposed to trip, or maybe not trip. Maybe the last one, you don't even have to trip it. But anyway, I just got lucky the last time I played it and managed to get through and got them all tripped properly and escaped in the elevator. I did a video on that, how to get through the ending. If you want to check it out on YouTube, I got that video too. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying this new update. I like it a lot. It's very impressive, much better than the original. But I wish they kept the original somewhere so you could still play it if you wanted to. Or maybe they'll watch this video and take my suggestion and create Doors 2 or something, or Doors Original, just to have the original still out there that people could play it if they want to, because it was fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And catch me in the next video. Give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. And catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.